Hello and welcome back to Project Zomboid, and today we're going to be taking a look at welding. First thing you need for welding is propane, which we're going to get from these gas barbecues. So you can get these propane tanks in the gas barbecues, sometimes in the warehouses and storage areas you'll find in people's garages mostly. You'll also need a propane torch and a welding mask. And effectively the propane torch, you can fill it up from the propane tank each time you use it. So if you happen to dismantle a car with it, it will be empty, so you'll need to fill it back up again. The other side of this is go into the vehicles that are blocking the road that aren't classed as car wrecks. So both of the two we've got on the screen at the minute, the ambulance and the black van, are just, maybe they're crashed, but abandoned effectively. So what we find ourselves doing is trying to get in them. Sometimes obviously these cars will be open, sometimes they'll be locked. If you can't get in, you will need to select the action menu ideally and smash one of the windows, and then you can jump straight in. You don't need to clear the glass on this one for a vehicle entry, it won't cut you. If you've got I think it's level 2 skill on electronics and mechanics, you can then hotwire the car. It might take more than one attempt, but unless you've got a key you won't be able to move them. So it's key to this tactic is being able to hotwire, and then you can simply start the car and move it. Occasionally you will find cars, depending on your settings as well, because you might have more difficult settings making fuel rare, you might need to add some fuel. So a gas can with fuel or a bottle with fuel from a petrol station or siphoned from a car, you can add that, move the vehicle. In this case with these two, they've actually got a fair bit in each, which is quite surprising, the two of them put together. What you can do is you park them up, turn the engine off again afterwards, and if you do need to in the future, you can come back and siphon the fuel, the gas out of them. If you haven't done the generator hooked up to the gas pumps at the petrol station yet. There you're good to go. Of course, there is glass on the road there. I'm not sure if it affects very much, but you can actually pick it up and shift it. So, the other type, let's get rid of these zombies first, but you don't want to be interrupted when you're dismantling a car. The other type is actually a car wreck, and you can usually tell they're smashed up quite badly from a distance. So we're just going to check that there's no zombies around. We don't want to be interrupted. And again, action menu, straight down to dismantle car wreck. And obviously if you've got your welding mask on and your propane torch equipped, it will do that. And what this does, it actually leaves metal bars and metal sheets laying on the floor. So you can collect those, obviously they're going to be quite heavy, and you can do lots of crafting with those later. If you happen to have a car breakdown yard near you, like I have, this is just north of Riverside. You can actually go to, there might be like 10 or a dozen vehicles here, and you can dismantle them all. So on the left hand side we're working up our metalworking skill at the moment. We've got 1 1/4 bars. After you've done that, you can build up to 2 bars. I've read the skill book level 1 for metalworking. Obviously you can read all level 1 skill books without any experience, and they just make sure that any experience you get from day 1 is more valuable. Effectively, you need to make sure that you've got a home base that's quite good, and you can reduce the zombie population. Then you can start educating your skills. And of course, once you've done it, you've got yourself to level 2. What you need to do is read the next mechanics skill book, level 2 mechanics. And this will mean that any further metalwork you do will also give you the best experience points you can. And there we go, a very quick whistle-stop tour, clearing the roads, getting metalwork experience in Project Zomboid. Thanks for watching.